when you think about it, Sarah Ferguson. Now, when you think about it, this senior royal has truly carved out a fully fledged media career. She's had to, in fact, having been ostracised by senior members of the British monarchy for many years. We're talking, of course, about the Duchess of York, affectionately known as Fergie, for Sarah Ferguson, and literally has been, well, a fixture for so many years now at the forefront of the British monarchy. Recently, of course, she came back with a brand new collection of books, and there was talk, of course, of a TV series and turning those books into films. And let's not forget also that Sarah herself has had her own health issues, her battle with cancer, which seemingly, hopefully, fingers crossed, is now, well, at an end. But as she pointed out in a recent interview, she's always going to be having checks and receiving treatment, as so many people are around the world. She speaks very passionately about that, and you can see the genuine concern that she wants to get out there as a public person to make sure that the rest of the people do all those relevant checks that they should do. You get the picture. But what's interesting here is a lot of people were questioning exactly what Sarah was doing on a breakfast show, followed by a lunchtime show over here on the commercial channel ITV. Well, it's quite simple, so I thought I'd explain. Hi, good to see you. You're all right. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join me today. I love this particular vision behind me here. It's just, I look at the structure and you think, who put those bricks there? And look at how long it's been there. Over 150 years. This is a beautiful church in the very heart of Lambeth, but it really is a nice place. And you look at it and think, wow, in the early light summer, it's just, well, magnificent, isn't it? Makes you think that we're just passing through and these things remain. Yes, you know what I'm saying. Very prolific there, isn't it? But let's talk about Sarah Ferguson. A lot of people got in touch and said, Neil, you know, why is Sarah suddenly on Good Morning Britain, the Little Watch TV breakfast show hosted by Susanna Reid and of the former Labour MP, Ed Balls? And then, a little bit later on in the day, she popped up on Loose Women as a panellist. And, you know, she does an admirable job. She's very fun, bubbly, and all the things that one would imagine. As you recall, last year, she also tried a stint at becoming her This Morning host. And that was fine and all that sort of stuff. You know, she came across very well, very warmly received. But then people said, well, where is she? You know, why can't they get her back? Well, it's quite simple. ITV can't afford Sarah Ferguson. Now, the true story is this. The reason why she was on Good Morning Britain and ITV Loose Women is because they needed to get value out of the former royal to make sure they could, well, cover the cost of the fee. I'm not being cruel, I'm just being basically honest, and that's the deal. You know, her fee is not without, shall we say, a few noughts at the end, and naturally when you're getting somebody of that calibre, you have to snap open the purse, even if she's literally promoting herself. They know the deal on ITV, and Sarah knows the deal. So if people were pondering why across that, and why is she no longer on This Morning, well, when This Morning gets the ad revenue back up and running, if people do come back to watching the show and wanted to invest in it, then very soon, perhaps, they could, well, if they can afford it, have Sarah back as a presenter. But for now, she will be popping up as and when the purse strings allow. I hope that clears that up, because a lot of people were saying, when is she next on? Well, as I say, like everything in the world of show business, it's all down to money. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.